Chosen one, stop what you're doing and listen. This week will not pass quietly. Heaven has circled these days on your timeline for a reason. You've been feeling it. The strange tension, the inner pull, the sense that something unseen is aligning behind the scenes. That's not stress, that's destiny, moving into position. This is the kind of week that decides what unfolds for the rest of the year. You may not see it yet, but heaven is setting the stage for a breakthrough that requires your full attention. The people who appear, the choices you face, the silence you hear, none of it will be random. Everything will carry instruction. You've prayed for answers, and now the answers are coming disguised as decisions. Be alert. Be still. The atmosphere around you is sacred right now. God is not just preparing to bless you, He's preparing to position you. Chosen one, don't treat this week like every other. Something divine is about to unfold. And when it does, you'll realize this wasn't just another 7 days. It was the turning point heaven wrote for your life. Chosen one, not every week carries the same weight in the spirit, but this one does. Heaven has placed a seal on these days, a kind of spiritual pressure that signals transition. You can feel it already. The air feels thicker, time feels slower, and your emotions have become more sensitive. It's not anxiety, it's activation. Something unseen is preparing to move through your atmosphere. This week has been chosen for divine rearrangement. Heaven has been aligning details in silence, positioning you for opportunities, conversations, and revelations that could not have happened before now. The energy around you is electric with purpose. And even if you can't explain it, your spirit knows this week matters. It's the one your prayers have been leading toward. You might notice a strange restlessness, an awareness that normal routines feel different. That's the vibration of breakthrough approaching. Heaven always shakes the ground before it plants new seeds. God is shifting what once felt stable so He can build something unshakable. You'll see it through unexpected changes, plans adjusting, emotions surfacing, sudden moments of stillness. Don't resist them. Every disruption this week is a divine redirection. The prophetic energy you're feeling is not chaos, it's calibration. God is fine-tuning your frequency so you can match the rhythm of His next move. You're not being tested for punishment, you're being tuned for precision. This is why certain things that once felt comfortable now feel tight, and certain people who once made sense suddenly don't. You're outgrowing vibrations that belonged to an old season. Chosen one, this is the week heaven marks your shift from waiting to walking. You're stepping out of delay and into divine motion. But this movement won't come through striving. It will come through surrender. The more you release control, the more clearly you'll see God arranging what you couldn't fix. The doors that open now won't require force. They'll respond to faith. Heaven's energy this week is layered, part cleansing, part confirmation. You may feel waves of emotion, bursts of inspiration, moments of sudden clarity. Let them flow. Don't analyze them. God is speaking in sensations before sentences. The atmosphere itself is a message. When you feel peace in unexpected places, when time slows, when your heart softens, those are moments of visitation. This week's prophetic current carries acceleration. What's been stagnant will start to move quickly. Delayed prayers will find response. Forgotten dreams will reawaken. You may not recognize the shift at first, but you'll feel it, subtle yet undeniable. It will start as alignment, then confirmation, then manifestation. Pay attention to the rhythm of your days. You'll sense that everything ordinary feels slightly charged. The sky looks different. Conversations feel deeper. Silence feels alive. That's the signal that heaven is near. God is walking with you through this week in real time, guiding your steps one piece at a time. Chosen one, you don't need to force what heaven has already finalized. Your only task is awareness. When your spirit says, pause, pause. When it says, move, move. The same presence that interrupted your past is now orchestrating your promotion. For this week, heaven's energy won't just surround you, it will move through you. You'll find yourself speaking differently, thinking differently, sensing direction without effort. That's what happens when alignment becomes activation. So breathe deeply, step softly, stay aware, because the days ahead are not just passing, they're prophetic. And before this week ends, you'll understand exactly why heaven made sure you didn't miss it. Chosen one, the atmosphere around you is not silent, it's speaking. Heaven is moving in ways your physical eyes can't yet see. The shifts taking place this week are not coincidences or mood swings. They are spiritual adjustments designed to align your environment with what's coming next. You are standing in the middle of divine construction. Everything that feels uncertain right now is being rebuilt according to higher order. You may feel pressure without reason, tension in your chest, or sudden waves of emotion that appear from nowhere. Don't fight them. That's how the spiritual world signals change. Heaven often translates through feeling before fact. The discomfort you sense is the sound of your old season closing. It's not punishment, it's preparation. God is rearranging your atmosphere from the inside out. Things you used to tolerate will suddenly feel heavy. Conversations that once entertained you will now drain you. Spaces that once felt familiar may begin to feel foreign. That's how you know elevation is near. Your spirit starts rejecting what no longer resonates. The frequencies around you are being purified so divine flow can move freely again. You'll begin noticing patterns, repeated numbers, phrases, or even songs that echo the same message. They're not random. Those are heaven's indicators, markers that say, stay awake, I'm working here. Pay attention to what repeats this week. God is sending clarity disguised as coincidence. And yet, not every shift will feel comfortable. Sometimes peace will pull you away from what your mind still wants to hold. Certain relationships may feel tense without explanation. Opportunities you thought were secure may suddenly pause. Don't panic. Heaven isn't closing doors to hurt you. It's rerouting energy to protect purpose. When something feels blocked this week, it's not rejection, it's redirection. Chosen one, understand this. When God starts moving in your atmosphere, everything connected to you must respond. Even the air changes. The energy in your home may feel lighter or heavier depending on what's leaving and what's arriving. The people around you may sense distance, not because you've changed, but because your spirit is expanding. The higher your frequency rises, the fewer vibrations can match it. That's not isolation, it's insulation. Heaven is covering you for transition. During these shifts, your emotions will be magnified, not to break you, but to reveal what still needs healing. Old memories may resurface. Unfinished forgiveness may come to mind. This is the Holy Spirit detoxing your field. Let it happen. Don't suppress what surfaces. Release it in prayer, in silence, or in tears. Healing is not weakness, it's alignment. You'll also notice divine timing intensify. Random encounters will feel meaningful. Delays will lead to discoveries. A text you almost ignored will carry confirmation. Heaven is weaving synchronicity into your everyday moments. The Spirit is showing you that destiny doesn't arrive in thunder. It arrives in timing. Chosen one, this week's spiritual shifts are about repositioning you into clarity. God is not adding weight, He's removing interference. Every feeling, every sign, every silence is part of that adjustment. The reason it feels intense is because heaven is compressing months of unseen preparation into days of visible transformation. So if you feel the pressure, remember, diamonds form the same way. What you're feeling isn't destruction, it's definition. You're being shaped to hold the next level of light. This week, your atmosphere will testify before your circumstances do. You'll feel peace enter rooms before breakthroughs appear. You'll sense release before the door opens. You'll recognize endings before words are spoken. That's discernment. Heaven's language becoming fluent in your spirit. Chosen one, the shift has already begun. Don't fight it. Don't analyze it. Just agree with it, because every vibration in your life is aligning to one divine decree. It's time. And by the end of this week, your atmosphere won't just feel different, it will be holy ground. How to recognize heaven's warnings and confirmations. Chosen one, heaven is not silent. It's strategic. God has been speaking, but not always in words. This week, the messages you receive from above will not come as thunder or voice from the clouds. They will come as alignment and resistance, as flow and friction, as open doors and closed ones. To those who are spiritually alert, every moment becomes communication. The key is discernment. Heaven warns gently before it redirects boldly. When something feels off, when the peace leaves a conversation, when excitement turns into unease, when clarity fades into confusion, that's not overthinking. That's heaven whispering, step back. God will never use fear to lead you, but He will use discomfort to protect you. When your spirit feels tight, pay attention. That's your shield speaking. And just as He warns, God also confirms. Confirmation comes as flow, effortless alignment, divine rhythm, unforced clarity. It's when doors open without striving, when opportunities find you instead of you chasing them, when everything seems to echo the same truth from multiple directions. That's heaven saying, this way. You'll feel it in your body of some lightness, calm, resonance. Peace always points north in the spirit. Chosen one, warnings and confirmations move hand in hand. Sometimes the same situation will reveal both. A warning first, then confirmation after obedience. You'll know you've followed correctly when the chaos dissolves. God will never confirm confusion. He confirms clarity, humility, and peace. So if you're wondering, is this God or is this me? Ask yourself one question. Does this bring stillness or tension? The answer is your direction. This week, The communication from heaven will increase in frequency. Don't dismiss the subtle signs. The same message will repeat in numbers, lyrics, dreams, or random phrases that pierce your awareness. A stranger's comment, a line from a book, a sentence you scroll past. They will all carry the same undertone, the same vibration. That's confirmation layered in disguise. Heaven repeats itself until your spirit says yes. But there's another kind of warning, one that doesn't come through feeling but through friction. Plans will stall, calls won't go through, connections will glitch. Don't rush to fix them. Heaven interrupts what would have harmed you. What feels like delay might actually be divine detour. Learn to thank God for closed doors. They are protection dressed as inconvenience. Chosen one, understand this. Peace is not passive, it's prophetic. When peace leaves, discernment should enter. When peace remains, proceed. This week, you will stand at crossroads that require listening more than logic. The easy option might not carry the right energy. The quiet one might hold the miracle. Heaven rarely chooses the loud path, it chooses the aligned one. You'll also notice confirmation through repetition of inner nudges. If something keeps resurfacing, an idea, a place, a person, and it brings peace, not pressure, that's God reminding you of assignment. But if something returns with heaviness or distraction, that's heaven closing a loop. Discernment isn't about judging right or wrong, it's about recognizing resonance. As you move through the days ahead, keep this truth anchored in your heart. God never confuses those who are willing to listen. Confusion belongs to noise. Clarity belongs to peace. And this week, your spirit will start recognizing the difference instinctively. You won't have to guess. You'll just know. Chosen one, heaven's communication system is flawless. Every warning, every confirmation, every delay, every acceleration, all of it is a dialogue between divine order and your destiny. Don't ignore the pull in your chest, the thought that won't go away, the calm that makes no sense. Those are not random feelings. Those are coordinates. When heaven warns you, it's not rejection, it's redirection. When it confirms you, it's not luck, it's leadership. Both are expressions of love, guiding you toward the safest and most powerful version of your purpose. So this week, stay sensitive. Stay still enough to notice. Because the same God who warned you in the past is now confirming your future. And by the end of these days, you'll realize something sacred. Heaven doesn't just speak to you, it speaks through you. Why emotional waves are spiritual messages. Chosen one, emotions are not weakness, they are communication. They are the language your spirit uses when words fail. Every surge of feeling, every moment of heaviness or peace is heaven speaking through vibration. The emotional waves you've been feeling this week are not random. They are signals, each one carrying revelation about where your energy, attention, and faith truly reside. You've probably noticed the sudden intensity, moments of deep peace followed by moments of restlessness, bursts of inspiration followed by stillness. That's not instability, it's sensitivity. When heaven begins to move, your emotional field becomes an instrument. The Spirit is tuning you, raising your frequency to match divine rhythm. What feels like confusion is really calibration. Don't rush to suppress what you feel. The world teaches you to silence emotion, but heaven uses it as a compass. When peace surrounds a thought, God is near it. When anxiety floods your chest, heaven is saying, "This is not for you." The more you honor what you feel, the more accurate your discernment becomes. Emotion, when filtered through peace, becomes revelation. This week, your emotional reactions are your roadmap. If a conversation leaves you drained, it's not about the person. It's about the energy misalignment. If an idea suddenly excites your soul and fills you with calm confidence, that's confirmation. God communicates through resonance. You will feel the truth before you can explain it. Chosen one, the spiritual and emotional realms are mirrors. When your atmosphere shifts, your emotions respond first. That's why you might wake up feeling heavy for no reason. Heaven could be urging you to release something, to pray, or to prepare for movement. Likewise, when peace floods you unexpectedly, even without circumstance changing, that's the Spirit marking new territory in your life. Don't be afraid of the intensity. Emotional tides rise before divine transition. You're not breaking down, you're breaking open. God is expanding your capacity to carry more light, more love, more awareness. When tears come without warning, it's not weakness. It's cleansing. Heaven uses emotion to wash away the residue of old seasons and pay attention to patterns. If the same emotion returns throughout the week, sadness, anger, longing, gratitude, look deeper. Each feeling has a message hidden inside. Sadness may mean something needs release. Anger may reveal where you've been giving power away. Longing may point to divine calling. Gratitude may confirm that alignment has arrived. Every wave teaches if you dare to listen. Chosen one, this is the week to stop fighting your feelings and start translating them. God doesn't only speak through scripture or circumstance, He speaks through sensation. When your heart stirs, when your breath shortens, when peace wraps around you mid-chaos, that's divine conversation. The Holy Spirit doesn't need words to guide you. It needs awareness. Your emotions are not your enemy. They are sacred senses. They pick up what logic can't. They warn when the atmosphere is wrong and confirm when heaven is near. You'll notice that the more you trust them, the more peaceful they become. Because emotion without discernment is chaos, but emotion under divine guidance is prophecy. So instead of asking, "Why do I feel this way?" ask, "What is this feeling trying to tell me?" Each answer will bring you closer to clarity. Each wave you ride instead of resist will deliver revelation to your shore. Chosen one, the emotional currents this week are not meant to drown you. They are meant to direct you. God is refining your heart to hear with more precision, to trust peace over pressure, to sense His presence beyond words. Don't numb it. Don't run from it. Feel it. And then free it. Because every emotion that passes through your heart this week is not random energy. It's a message from heaven saying, "I'm still here and I'm still speaking." Chosen one this week. Clarity will not come through noise. It will come through noticing. The same energy that tries to guide you forward will also attempt to pull you sideways. That's why discernment is everything right now. Not every open door is destiny. Not every opportunity is instruction. You are stepping into a week where the line between distraction and direction will be razor thin. Heaven is watching how you respond to movement. Distractions will come disguised as good things, sudden invitations, familiar voices, emotional triggers, even small successes that tempt you to settle. They'll feel urgent, shiny, harmless. But the test isn't about what looks appealing. It's about what carries peace. If it excites your flesh but drains your spirit, it's distraction. If it calms your soul while demanding faith, it's direction. Distractions demand reaction. Direction invites stillness. You'll know the difference by the fruit it leaves behind. Distraction leaves you anxious, scattered, second-guessing your worth. Direction leaves you peaceful, grounded, and more aware of God's nearness. Heaven doesn't rush you into purpose. It draws you through peace. This week, you will be surrounded by choices that test your attention. The enemy doesn't always attack through fear. Sometimes he attacks through fascination. He will try to feed your need for quick answers or instant results. But God's path doesn't compete with urgency. It unfolds in rhythm, not pressure. If something feels forced, let it fall. What's meant for you won't demand exhaustion to exist. Chosen one, every distraction this week will target your focus, because focus is faith in motion. The moment you lose focus, you drift from divine timing. That's why heaven is whispering, be still. Protect your attention. Your energy is sacred. Where you look determines what grows. What you entertain determines what remains. You cannot build destiny while feeding distraction. But here's the grace. God will also send confirmations to balance the tests. The same day, confusion appears. Peace will too. The same hour, temptation arises. Alignment will arrive. Heaven never allows deception without sending discernment beside it. Pay attention to contrast. Peace will feel quieter, but stronger. Confusion will feel louder, but weaker. Follow peace every time. You'll notice direction feels like gravity. Effortless pull, not anxious push. It doesn't chase. It attracts. It doesn't pressure. It positions. It doesn't demand you to perform. It invites you to trust. When you're walking in true direction, everything that belongs to you begins to magnetize toward you. Conversations align. Opportunities flow. Time feel multiplied. That's how you know you're being guided, not distracted. Chosen one, heaven is teaching you the rhythm of obedience. To move when peace leads and pause when it leaves. The more you listen, the more refined your instincts become. You'll begin recognizing distraction at its first whisper. What used to take months to discern will now take moments. That's maturity. That's divine hearing restored. And understand this. Sometimes God removes distractions by disappointment. A cancelled plan, a silent reply, a door that closes without warning. These are not rejections. They're rescues. God will interrupt anything that threatens your alignment, even if it hurts for a moment. Trust the interruption. It's protection in disguise. And this week, your assignment is not to chase what looks good, but to choose what feels right in your spirit. That small, steady voice inside you, that's direction. The noise that demands attention, that's distraction. Your discernment is your compass, and peace is your proof. Chosen one, the difference between distraction and direction will determine your destiny. Heaven is trusting you with sharper vision, stronger awareness, and deeper wisdom. Don't waste it on what pulls you backward. Focus on what pulls you higher, because when your attention aligns with heaven's plan, every step becomes sacred. And by the end of this week, you'll see clearly, not everything that moves is progress. Some things move to confuse you, others move to carry you. And you, chosen one, are being carried by God. Chosen one, when heaven shifts your season. obedience becomes the language of survival. You've prayed for direction, but now the answer requires discipline. This week is not about asking for new signs, it's about honoring the instructions you've already been given. God doesn't repeat himself to the distracted, he confirms himself to the obedient. Obedience is the bridge between revelation and manifestation. You can feel the shift, sense the promise, even see glimpses of what's coming, but without obedience, it won't anchor. Heaven moves through agreement, not awareness. When your actions align with your assignment, doors open that prayer alone cannot unlock. That's why this week feels heavier. Because obedience is being tested before blessing is released. You'll notice small nudges in your spirit, the quiet pull to call someone, to rest, to release something, to say no where you once said yes. These may seem minor, but obedience often hides in the ordinary. Heaven rarely begins with thunder. It begins with a whisper. And every time you follow that whisper, the next step becomes visible. God reveals direction one act of obedience at a time. Chosen one, obedience is not about control, it's about trust. God is not demanding performance. He's inviting partnership. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He needs you to be present. The moment you say yes, even trembling, heaven multiplies that yes into movement. You don't have to see the whole path. Just take the next step in faith, and the ground will appear beneath your feet. During times of transition, obedience will often require letting go before you understand why. You'll be asked to move in silence, to release comfort, to detach from what once defined you. It may look like loss, but it's actually making space for what's next. Heaven can't fill hands that are still holding on to what expired. This is why God tests obedience through discomfort. When he asks you to walk away from something familiar, it's not rejection, it's redirection. The unknown is where destiny begins. The path may not make sense, but peace will always accompany it. If you feel peace even while afraid, that's heaven, confirming your step. Chosen one, obedience carries power because it activates heaven's motion. Every time you say yes in faith, angels move. Every time you act on divine impulse, energy shifts. The spiritual world responds to alignment. This week, your obedience will break cycles that prayer alone couldn't. You're not just changing your week, you're changing your frequency. And here's the secret. Obedience brings acceleration. What used to take years can happen in days when your actions agree with heaven's rhythm. That's why the atmosphere around you feels charged. Heaven is waiting for your yes. Not the loud one you announce, but the quiet one you live. Be prepared. Obedience will often isolate you before it elevates you. You may feel misunderstood, even lonely. That's because you're walking a path few can see. Don't look for approval where God asked for action. The ones meant to understand will recognize your obedience by its fruit. You won't have to explain. Your peace will speak for you. Chosen one, heaven rewards those who trust without proof. The blessing attached to this week's obedience will not just change your circumstances, it will change your awareness. You'll begin to hear more clearly, move more confidently, and rest more deeply. Because once you've obeyed in uncertainty, fear loses all power over you. So if you feel the Spirit stirring you to act, don't wait for conditions to look perfect. Move when peace says move. Stop when peace says stop. Obedience is not measured by comfort, it's measured by consistency. Every small yes becomes a seed, And by the end of this week, you'll see those seeds sprouting into miracles. Chosen one, this is not a week for hesitation. It's a week for holy action, the kind that shifts timelines and opens gates. God has already prepared the way. All he needs is your step. Say yes. Move forward. Trust completely. Because when obedience meets divine timing, destiny begins to speak your name. Chosen one, this week is not about doing more. It's about hearing more. Heaven's loudest movement often comes wrapped in silence. The stillness you're feeling is not emptiness. It's incubation. God is not absent. He's operating in stealth. The breakthrough you've been praying for isn't waiting for your effort. It's waiting for your awareness. When heaven moves quietly, it's because the shift is too sacred for noise. The human world celebrates motion, but the divine realm celebrates alignment. That's why you may feel like nothing is happening when, in truth, everything is rearranging. The silence around you is proof that God is near. He works best in spaces the world calls still. This week, every moment of quiet carries a message. When your plans slow, when people go silent, when time feels suspended, heaven is pressing pause, so your spirit can catch up to what's already been written. God doesn't rush completion, he refines readiness. Your breakthrough is not delayed, it's maturing. Chosen one, stillness is not a passive state. It's prophetic posture. It's where your frequency clears, where confusion dissolves, where divine downloads arrive without resistance. When you stop striving, you start receiving. God can't fill a heart that's running in panic, but when you rest, revelation flows like water. The peace you feel in the quiet isn't laziness, it's confirmation that you're standing exactly where you're supposed to be. Breakthrough rarely announces itself through noise. It arrives subtly. A thought that brings clarity, a moment of deep breath, a sudden feeling that everything will be okay, even when nothing has changed. That's how heaven confirms progress. Peace before proof. You'll feel it before you see it. This week, the Spirit will lead you to moments that feel strangely still. Don't rush through them. Sit in them. God is recalibrating your inner world. The answers you've been chasing are already forming in that quiet. The phone may not ring. The plans may not move. But in the unseen, something is aligning perfectly in your favor. Stillness is the space between preparation and manifestation. The sacred pause where heaven ties every loose thread. Chosen one, stillness also exposes distractions. When the noise fades, you begin to see what truly matters. You'll notice which thoughts bring peace and which ones drain it. You'll recognize which relationships carry light and which carry weight. Silence is God's sorting ground. What remains peaceful in the quiet is meant to stay. What disturbs the quiet is meant to go. You may feel the urge to move, to fix, to prove, but heaven is saying, be still and know. Know that I am working. Know that I am speaking. Know that even when you can't see progress, the process hasn't paused. Stillness is not inactivity. It's invisible activity. Every second you spend in calm awareness is building energy for the moment the breakthrough bursts open. And when it comes, it will not be small. The shift will arrive so smoothly that it will almost feel familiar, because your spirit already rehearsed it in the stillness. That's the beauty of divine timing. What once felt impossible will now feel natural. Chosen one, the breakthrough hidden in stillness will not just change your situation. It will change how you experience God. You'll stop chasing signs and start living in synchronization. You'll stop searching for miracles and start becoming one. That's the secret heaven has been waiting to show you. Peace is not the result of breakthrough. Peace is the breakthrough. So breathe. Don't force. Don't rush. Let the silence speak. Because in this stillness, heaven is whispering your next chapter into existence. And before this week ends, you'll look around and realize what you thought was waiting time was actually birthing time. Chosen one, before this week ends, something within you will shift permanently. You will not leave these days the same. What heaven is orchestrating right now is not a temporary breakthrough. It's a foundational change. The kind that alters how you hear, how you feel, how you walk through the world. This is not another cycle repeating. This is the end of delay and the beginning of divine motion. God has been aligning your path for months, weaving invisible patterns, removing what was blocking your flow, strengthening what was weak, and expanding your spirit to hold what's about to arrive. You didn't go through all that pain for nothing. Every closed door, every lonely night, every silent season was part of the build-up to this moment. Heaven never wastes preparation. This week marks convergence. Everything that was scattered begins to align. Your thoughts, your emotions, your timing, your relationships, all being drawn into divine order. You'll begin to notice it first in subtle ways: peace returning, clarity sharpening, your environment feeling lighter. Then, like a wave, movement will begin. Opportunities, messages, and confirmations will flow one after another. That's not luck, that's prophecy unfolding. Chosen one, this is the moment heaven has been preparing you for. The week where spiritual momentum becomes visible reality. The alignment you've been feeling internally will soon manifest externally. But understand this: the change will not come to prove God's presence. It will come to reveal yours. You are stepping into a version of yourself that lives in constant awareness of divine rhythm. Don't expect the shift to shout. It will arrive quietly, in peace, in closure, in understanding. You'll wake up one morning and realize that the fear that used to live in you has gone. The doubt that used to whisper has gone silent. The heaviness that once lingered has lifted. You'll move lighter, think clearer, and love deeper. That's how transformation feels when it's real, not loud, but complete. And here's the revelation. This week isn't about receiving something new, it's about becoming something new. God isn't adding to you. He's awakening what's been buried inside. The faith you thought was lost will resurface. The joy you thought had faded will ignite. The voice you thought had gone quiet will roar again. You're not waiting for revival. You are the revival. Chosen one, from this moment forward, you'll notice divine acceleration. What was delayed will unfold quickly. The prayers that lingered in heaven's queue are being released. The version of you that hesitated is gone. You've passed the test of endurance, and now you're stepping into the rhythm of manifestation. This week will change everything, not because of what happens around you, but because of what awakens within you. The silence has turned into strength. The stillness has turned into strategy. The waiting has turned into wisdom. You are no longer hoping for the promise, you're walking in it. Heaven wants you to hear this clearly. You didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You didn't fall behind. You were being timed. And now, that time has come. So breathe. Stand tall. Feel the atmosphere around you. It's lighter because it's holy. The shift isn't coming. It's here. This week will not just pass through your calendar, it will pass through your soul. And when it does, you'll never look at time the same way again. Because heaven didn't just visit you this week, chosen one. It awakened you. And once you've been awakened by God, nothing can ever put you back to sleep.